Okay, we're having a trial on Holder.
Yes, yes, sir.
We called the jury in already.
I told him.
Oh, okay, you told them we need a jury. Okay, and we have our witnesses here.
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Clifton Johnston here.
He's on Zoom.
Mr. Carter said he couldn't appear because he was some trial. in the county, but they wanted to-
Okay, the witness appeared on Clifton Johnson.
Yes, Judge.
Holder has two files. Okay, let's see, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Clifton Johnson, file number 23-00495. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Mr. Carter is representing you, Mr. Johnson, and my understanding is that he is in a trial in another court, and that he's requested on your behalf to continue to jury trial. This matter is scheduled for jury trial on June 12th at 8 o'clock in the morning in person at the court. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then we'll see you in person on June 12th at 8 a.m.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, on holders, separate witnesses,
No, same witness, Your Honor.
same witness. Okay, but we're proceeding with the first, or are you all trying to consolidate?
I'm fine consolidating, Judge, if that's.
Okay, is there an objection to consolidate?
No, Your Honor.
Let's see. Larandi Limas. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Larandi Leanne Limas, file number 23-00761. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of the Randy Loomis.
Thank you. How are you, Ms. Limas?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Today was the date and the time set for your jury trial. We have the necessary witnesses here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Unfortunately, your number falls below theirs, meaning your case is newer. So we have to prioritize the older case first and start their trial, okay?
Okay.
So we can get everyone in the court date. Was there anything that we need to address on the record today?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing for the defense.
This is the nature of life. Everybody can't create days. Unless you guys want to come in on a Sunday. I was here yesterday, it was fine. I mean, we can do July 10th. You said what? July 10th? July 10th. Okay, we'll continue to July 10th. Bond will continue until that time. I'm going to reiterate the no contact order, protecting the alleged victim Sunshine Wheatley. I don't see where that's been a problem, so hopefully it'll continue to be that way. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing about the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense.
Thank you. We'll see you in July.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll get you a notice to appear.
Yes.
We have an interpreter here for
Yes.
Naquan. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Yasser Mohammed Naquan, file number 23-00588, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Yasser Naquan.
Okay, we have an interpreter.
Yes, ma'am.
Please state your name for the record and spell it.
Edward. E-I-D.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will translate in the or interpret in the matter now before the court completely and accurately and not divulge confidential communications or help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Today was the date and the time set for a final pretrial. I have here a Nolly. The people are moving to dismiss this case without prejudice. Because the necessary witnesses failed to appear. So that means that if the necessary witness re-engages with the prosecutor, they can reissue the charge. Do you have any questions? Okay, we'll get you a copy of the dismissal. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing on behalf of people. Thank you, Your Honor.
We're all set for today.
Thank you.
Mr. Carter, you're logging in for Johnson, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, I thought you were in a trial is what I thought they said. So we continue to trial for June 12th.
Yes, I'm actually representing a material witness and they just took a break, so I wanted to zoom in to get an update or to update the court what our position was.
Okay, yeah, I was notified that you were in trial and that you wanted to continue to trial. So we noted that and we released your file.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck to you today.
Thank you.
Mr. Yang is here. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Angel Robinson, file number 23-00475. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Yang on behalf of Ms. Robinson. We were both present via Zoom.
Today was the date that we reset this for a pre-trial, not 100. Was this already set for final pre-trial? That what happened? That was what happened. We converted this to a pre-trial because discovery was still pending. Has discovery been received by you, Mr. Yang?
Your Honor, yes, the majority of everything has been received. I did request one additional item from the people, which is a CAD report, but I'm confident I should get it soon. But I have also submitted some additional potential defendants exhibits to the people as well. I'm not sure if the people have had an opportunity to review that.
Okay, sounds good. Counsel, how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, this time I think we could set it for a final pre-trial and jury trial.
Final pre-trial, June 12th. Final pre-trial, June 12th at 8 o'clock in the morning, in person at the court. Trial July 10th. What's the trial? Here's the thing. Someone's gonna need to remind me that if we go to jury trial, I'm gonna have to give priority to Limas before Robinson because they've already appeared once. Can you write that in that file for me? July 10th. Yes, correct. Okay. We'll set final pre-trial for June 12th at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna set the jury trial for July. Did I say the right dates right? Okay. The final pre-trial is gonna be June 10th, because I can't remember if I said July or June at this point. June 12th. Okay, June 12th? June 12th. Did you get that, Mr. Yang?
Yes, Your Honor, Monday, June 12th.
Okay. And then the jury trial will be July 10th. However, I did just schedule one prior to you coming on for that same date that was scheduled for today. So on that date and time, I would give that one priority just because all of the parties have already appeared for jury trial on that. Okay?
Understood, Your Honor.
Ms. Robinson, do you have any questions today?
No.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing on behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're all set for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
The record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Mason Watkins, file number 23-00304.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Mason Watkins, who is present and standing to my right.
Okay, how are you, Mr. Watkins?
Good, you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Today's the date and the time set for final pre-trial. Did we have necessary witnesses today?
We did, Your Honor.
Okay, so are we continuing to trial?
Your Honor, at this time, the offer of pleading guilty to the added count of malicious destruction of personal property under 200 is going to be accepted. I just have to get the advice of rights.
Sounds good. We'll go off the record on that way. Mr. Samuels? I'm not sure why.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Which matter are you here on?
Jasmine Perkins, I was understanding that the complaint and the victim was coming in to speak, and I was told to appear at 8 o'clock this morning.
I didn't tell nobody to come and speak. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't have anything on my, why is the victim coming in to speak?
Oh, it's you. You
Your
want
Honor,
to speak? Okay.
There was some, you had ordered me to get with the victim and get a
Oh, is
time.
this for a show cause?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I need that file.
Is he in the court?
He is present in the courtroom.
Okay.
Who's in the jail? Ma'am, what's your name? Ma'am, to the lady in the jail, what's your name? Can't hear you, say it again. I think it's Jessica Hahn, but I can't hear her.
Yes, that's just fine. I talked to her before. I need to talk to her again. though.
Something's going on with the volume
Okay.
in the jail. Jimmy Bywater is present in custody, is that correct?
I believe he is downstairs. Yes. Your Honor.
Okay. So we have an restitution hearing on that?
Yes.
Well, I haven't been able to get into my system, but I don't believe that the victim was subpoenaed in this matter. I did provide Ms. Donnelly with some fair market value numbers, Your Honor. But at this time, I don't believe we're gonna have it here, because I don't see it out there.
Okay. Who's on the iPhone?
Jasmine Weiner.
Okay, thank you. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jasmine Weiner, file number 22414588071. Ms. Weiner, today's the date and the time that's set for a show cause because you failed to pay your fines and costs in the amount of $215. When do you intend to pay that?
What was the question?
You failed to pay your fines and costs. You had a civil infraction of careless driving, and you owe $215, and you never paid it.
I was paying it parts, but I recently got unemployed, so I can continue payments.
She's made payments on this. I see that as the original. She made a couple. How much you owe? Because they put as of the 17th, she still owed $215. She only made a $25 $15 fee. Where's the same example today? Okay, looks like you owe 180. How? I see you made a couple of payments. So how often are you making payments and what amount are you able to pay?
I think the last time I made a payment was about a month ago, and I put like $10 for each of my tickets.
Okay, when are you gonna make your next payment?
Probably in like 2 weeks.
For how much?
$30.
I'll note here that you'll make a payment of $30 within 2 weeks. You'll also make payments of $30 per month until paid in full, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions at this time?
Nope.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you. Back on the record in the matter of people of the state of Michigan versus Mason Watkins, I do have an advice of rights and plea information sheet. The offer here is for the defendant to plead to an added count 2 of malicious destruction of property less than 200 under Michigan Compiled Law 750.37781D. It's a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines and restitution to be ordered. Is there a special?
Because I don't have that amount yet, Your Honor. I'm waiting on the receipts.
Sounds good. Mr. Walker, do you understand that offer?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to accept that offer today? Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I have an advice of rights and plea information sheet. That's your signature on there, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You read this document?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand each of the rights that are listed here?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
No, ma'am.
You're willing to give up each of these rights in order to accept the plea offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that means you're gonna give up your right to have a trial. It means you're giving up your right to a presumption of innocence. So you're innocent until the prosecutor can prove you guilty. You have the right to have them prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. Understand your right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
You wanna give up that right today?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody promising you anything to get you to waive that right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you also have the right to to cross-examine any of the witnesses that the prosecution intends to call. You have the right to call your own witnesses to trial or present evidence at trial that you believe would further a defense of this charge. And you have the right to remain silent and not have silence be used against you during the trial. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You're willing to give that up?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights today?
No, ma'am.
Are you currently on probation or parole?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that a guilty plea could result in a conviction that you may need to report to your job?
Yes, ma'am.
So you may need to put a conviction on a future job application,
Yes, ma'am.
and conviction could result in having an impact on any travel or immigration status, such as if you wanted to go over to Canada for a vacation.
I already know I'm a felon.
I'm sorry?
I'm a felon. I already know.
Okay, very good. So, not very good that you're a felon,
Well,
but very good that you know. Okay, so you don't have any concerns about that, correct?
No.
Okay. You're pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
It has to be added count 2 of malicious destruction of property less than 200. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Can I have a factual basis, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Watkins. Do you, because I'm just trying to establish a date. Do you recall maliciously damaging a vehicle at 2151 Forest Road in the city of Lansing, County, state of Michigan?
Yes.
Was it because you threw a rock through the back window?
Yes.
Do you remember which date you did that on? Okay, so on or about December 28th of 2021, you did willfully damage the property of, I'm sorry if I boxes, Carrie Solaire,
Yes.
and you don't dispute that, that damage, that there was, restitution for that damage? Or that there will be restitution for that damage? Okay. You just, you don't know how much it's gonna be, right? You don't have no further questions.
Okay, Forest Road, that's in the city of Lansing, in Ingham County. Any questions from the prosecutor?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Trying to plea be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Does this change where I'm from?
Yeah, because I can get 2 pages.
Okay. Okay, so sentencing is gonna be set Monday, June 26th at 8:30 in the morning. Prior to sentencing, sir, you need to go meet with our probation department. So when you leave here, you go down 1 floor and get with the probation department so they can set you up for a pre-sentence report interview, okay?
Alright.
And then we'll get this set for. You think they were gonna need a restitution hearing?
You can leave it set on that. Can we set it on the same day, Judge, please?
Okay, we'll set the restitution hearing for the same date and time.
And that way, if we don't need it, we can just.
Do you have any questions today?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing on behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
No defense, thank you.
Okay, you're all set, sir. Ms. Han, can you say something?
Yes, I got it fixed.
Okay, very good. And you needed to speak with her?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, we're on the record in the matter. Did you bring me the jacket?
He's actually trying to find, he's the only one down there. So,
Okay, we'll wing it. What's the file number? Jasmine Perkins. Zero, 0393. Thank you. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jasmine King Perkins. File number 23-00393. Council appearances.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Matthew Samuels on behalf of the defendant, Jasmine Perkins. She is not present for this hearing. She allowed me to come in for her instead.
Okay, today was the date and the time that was set for a show cause, and that's because the court ordered the complaining witness in this matter to grant access to the defendant so that she can get her personal items from the property. My understanding is that did not occur, and so I need the complaining witness to explain why.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, can you state your name, please?
Michael Hill.
Okay. Okay, you understood the court order?
Yes, it did, ma'am.
Okay, why did it not follow through?
Well, I was not present during that event because I was at work. My dad had some things that he was not able to be there to let the person. The other couple of things that I would like to say
Well, we're
that
gonna address my court order. It was a court order based on the timeframes that you all provided, correct?
that is correct.
And so you violated the court order. You know that a violation of a court order is considered contempt, correct?
No, but I did tell the prosecuting attorney that I would not be the one there.
Okay, but you made the arrangements, correct?
That is correct.
So then this person, Ms. Perkins went over there per the court order, per the arrangement in the time that you provided, only to not be able to get her things.
I guess from my
When is she
understanding,
gonna
yes.
get it? Who has the key? Cause I'm
I
gonna
do-
let
I
her
have
over
the
there.
key.
I'm gonna let her over there, whether you're there or not, if you can't comply with your own requirement of the
She
time.
has
she could be
nothing there,
there.
Your Honor.
How do you know that? Did she,
Because everything's been thrown out on the curb and she was getting ample notice to come get it.
who threw it on the curb?
Me and my father did.
Who gave you authority to throw her stuff on the curb?
the fact that there were
Okay.
bed bugs in the house and I threw it out on the curb to get rid of that.
Did you throw your
situation.
things on the curb?
Did I?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the house is vacant?
The house is vacant it has my stuff in it, my father's stuff in it, does not have any of her stuff in it. And I
Okay.
was gonna mention that last time we were here, but didn't get the opportunity to.
You threw away her stuff, but you kept your stuff.
I took the recent precautions I needed to, which is do laundry and do all that stuff, because I put myself in laundry bags, and I laundered everything that I need to launder. I told the person's stuff that we're speaking of that I was putting her stuff outside, so she could come and get it. Her boyfriend came and got out some of it, but not all of it. I even got a complaint from the city from all the stuff.
Yeah, well, you put it on the curb, so that's why you got a complaint from the city. You don't have the authority to throw someone's stuff on the curb without a lawful eviction. You don't get to do that. It's a
Okay.
violation of the law.
Okay.
Counsel,
Yeah,
were you aware of that at the time of the last hearing?
it was all thrown on I wasn't aware that it was thrown on the curb. I was aware that he said there was nothing else in the house.
Okay. Mr. Samuels, did you want to respond?
I mean, like you said, this is a violation of the law. Ms. Perkins is entitled to her stuff. She's made it known she's wanted her stuff since this proceedings began back in February. There was arrangements. None of this was ever mentioned, Your Honor. Something else I'd like to address, and I think it goes to the treatment of my client by the complainant here. There's also been a string. I know of at least one, but I believe there was more. I've only seen one of them. Text messages that have been sent to my client directly from the complaining witness here that, in my opinion, looked like he was just trying to bait her into responding so that he can call the cops, which is what he's been doing this whole time. The second Miss Perkins tries to get in contact to get her stuff. And we've addressed that multiple times, but I think that these harassing text messages are inappropriate as well, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I can prove that the reason that she
I
had
didn't give you an opportunity to speak.
sorry, I didn't understand how that
Thank
works.
you.
I apologize.
Thank you. Mr. Samuel, did you turn over these text messages to the prosecution?
I did not. I did request my client to email them to me, and I have not received them yet.
Okay, I think at this point, I need to continue this show cause because I need to know what property was, whether or not Miss Perkins was able to get her property. Because what he's saying is that he left it on the side of the curb and Miss Perkins' boyfriend came and got it.
My understanding was that it wasn't all of it. And my client's under the impression that I think the main thing that she wants are some dishes, pots and pans that I think are a family heirloom. Those have not been recovered. And that's the main thing Miss Perkins wants, are those pots and pans.
Okay. So what is your name again?
Michael Hill.
Mr. Hill, where's the dishes?
I no longer have the dishes, but I can give her the dishes that I do have.
Why don't you have the dishes?
I placed everything outside for her to come and get.
How are dishes affected by bed bugs?
I told her she was no longer allowed there, and there's no contact with her, so I figured I'd
Who
just.
told
give
you
her
that
stuff.
you had the authority to throw her things away without a lawful eviction?
I wasn't under the understanding it was illegal, even that I'm also on the lease.
And she's on the lease too, correct?
As I know, as recent, no.
No, you knew at the time that you threw her stuff away that she was on the lease, she was a leaseholder?
Yes,
Okay, and did you undergo a lawful eviction?
I did not go about trying to.
Okay, you have a court order to writ of execution to remove her stuff out of the property?
Did I what?
Do you have a writ of execution to remove her personal items from the property?
I do not have anything stating that I can put her stuff outside. I just didn't realize it was
Thank you.
illegal.
Okay, you can have her come to court. She can give us the value of, or the list of what's missing, and you can pursue appropriate actions, Mr. Samuels.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you have some of those dishes still, Mr. Hill?
I only have my stuff, but I'm more than willing to give it to her.
Well, what about these dishes that are family heirlooms? Like you say you have.
They're not
your bill-
family heirlooms, they were purchased at
Well,
the
I don't
dollar
care
store.
whether they're family heirlooms or not. Do you have dishes that she believes belongs to her, the dishes that are in question?
No, I do not the one that she's asking about. I have my own
Do
dishes.
you know
She
which
can have
dishes
her own
she's asking
dishes.
for? Which
Huh?
ones, which dishes is she asking for?
She's asking for dishes that I no longer have, but I am more than willing to give her the dishes I do have.
How do you know which dishes that she's asking for then?
Cause I know which ones I purchased and which ones I threw out.
Okay, so the ones that you threw out were the ones that she personally owned?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have a new date for this?
We can do May 22nd.
My,
May 22nd,
If it's what?
enough time to value.
Oh, May 22nd. Does that work for you, Mr. Samuels, to have Miss Jasmine K. Perkins come in and tell us what item she was missing from the property? So we can see if it's still there.
What time?
9:15.
I can make that work.
Okay, we'll continue this show cause for that purpose.
Your Honor, can I speak again?
You can.
So I have not personally harassed the person that's saying I harassed her. Matter of fact, I have text messages currently with me stating that the fact that she was violated on a no contact order last time was not to get her stuff. It was to bitch me out about an eviction.
Okay.
I currently
Are you
can show you that
finished?
information.
Are you finished
Yes.
swearing in my courtroom?
Yeah, something like that.
Thank you. You can have a seat.
Yeah.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing on behalf of people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll see you at your next show cause, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, you are. Thank you. Give him a copy of that time to appear because he needs to appear for the show cause.
Mr. Hill. Hold on a second. Yeah, go ahead a second to let all my victims go from the final pretrial sworn.
Yes, please.
Are we off the record in this matter, Your Honor?
We are. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Who's identified as dirty?
Dustin Harkrink.
Thank you. On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Dustin Hartring, file number 22-02529. Mr. Hartring, today's the date and the time that is set for a show cause because you owe $125. You said you would pay it back in March.
Correct.
When are you gonna pay it, sir?
I'm not exactly positive. I've been going through quite a bit. I'm now homeless. I was evicted out of my house because it was red tagged. And I'm living in a car right now. But I can work on trying to get some money here in like next couple days.
Okay, I'll note that in the file. I'll give you a 30-day extension and you can follow up with the court if you need further time, okay?
All right, I appreciate it.
No problem, you're all set, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Demore Jackson. Who represents Ms. Jackson?
I represent Ms. Jackson.
Do you need to speak to her at all?
I do not look prepared to proceed.
Okay, we're just waiting for the prosecutor. What else do we have here? Sir, what's your name?
Kyle Holden.
I'm sorry? Oh, that's the jury trial, got it. Ma'am, are you waiting for court?
Yeah, for Brett Rodney.
Okay, Mr. Ford. Are you a witness or? Okay. We have all these people from Eaton County here today. Well, oh, that's true. I forget that Jessica Long can stand should say. Mr. Bywater is in custody downstairs. Okay, I think that's Miss Donnelly's correct. Let's see what she wants to do on that. Can I pull Miss Han out of the breakout room? You are waiting for court? I couldn't hear you. Okay, sounds good. We're on the record. Oh, no, we're not, because I don't have a prosecutor. We're just waiting for the prosecutor.
Okay.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jessica Hahn. This is file number 18-02423, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Jessica Hahn, who is appearing separately from the Ingham County Jail.
Did anybody give this to the councils?
I got received it this morning, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, I think we all received it this morning. I just saw it in here. Okay. Ms. Hahn, today was the date and the time that was set for a probation violation here. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Interesting. We set a probation violation here. Are we out of time?
Yeah, because we have jury trials, so the afternoons are blocked, and for custody, we have 2 weeks.
Sounds good. How are we proceeding, Ms. Donnelly?
Your Honor, Ms. Hahn is not contesting the allegations today. She was pleading guilty.
Oh, condition of probation. Is that the violation? Or is this- did I miss something?
No, Your Honor, I do believe that, I looked at the ROA, I just believe that Judge Clark did put her on non-reporting probation. Gave her, I believe it was time a year to pay.
Restitution.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's see, I see a request for writ of tax furnishing. What is this one? Okay, Ms. Hahn, you have the right to have a contested hearing today on the allegation that you violated the terms of your probation. Did you want to waive that hearing today?
Yes.
Okay, can you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Okay, and so is anybody making any threats to you or promises to get you to waive your hearing and enter a guilty plea to the violation?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't even see the violation. Okay, I see it. Okay, as to the allegation that you failed or you violated the terms of your probation by failing to make payments in June 2018, July 2018, August 2018, and September 2018, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or stand mute?
Guilty.
Okay, on factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, Jessica, were you put on probation by Judge Clark back in 2018?
Yes, ma'am, a non-visiting, or, you know, where I just had to make a payment. I didn't have to go in. I did go see her 2 times. I did go see a probation officer 2 times to talk about the payments and, because they were difficult for me.
Okay.
And
Were
then
you
my
able
bill
to
is-
make,
I'm sorry, go
were
ahead.
you able to make any payments?
No,
And have you, since that time, have you made any payments on this file?
no.
All right, Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Okay. Satisfied with the factual basis, I'll accept your plea if finding it to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. The recommendation of probation was that you had only served 5 months of the 18-month sentence at the time of the violation. And the recommendation is to continue your probation, that jail time is not suggested at this time, but that you need to, the status should be changed to reporting probation. It does seem like you may need to undergo some screening at this time too, for appropriate treatment. But I'll let Ms. Donnelly make allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, I just had this, as we've said previously this morning, so in going over this email from what seems like Ms. Hahn's mother, Michelle Kraft, there might be some concerns about Ms. Hahn's living situation. I do know that Ms. Hahn, when I asked her about this, she reports she does have a tenuous relationship with her mother. Her mother always felt like she should have gone into rehab, but like it says in this email, she does do methadone. She reports she has been going to the methadone clinic for 3.5 years, which is very intensive. I think we all remember or know that with methadone, it blocks the receptors for opioids, so you don't even have the same effects. She has to have she has to go to the methadone clinic every day. She has to get a random weekly drug test to show that she's not using. And she does have to do a counseling program. So it's very intense, and she's been in it for 3.5 years.
Ms. Hahn, wave your hand for us, please.
I'm here. Yeah. The light just went out.
You gotta stand up. It's because if it doesn't pick up the motion.
Okay,
the light
I got it.
There you go.
Sorry.
No problem.
So, and she does report that she is receiving the methadone in jail. They have been coming out to give it to her, and she's even starting to titrate down. So, you know, I believe if the probation department can get that proof from the Yum County Jail, obviously, if they need to, but I do believe that you know, they're she says that she has a place to stay. I don't know exactly what she doesn't know anything about a PPO. She lives with and takes care of a man in his home. She's his caregiver, and she's her understanding that he'll come and pick her up when she's released. She did live in the home with her boyfriend, and she is unsure of what he was doing in the home after she was arrested. There was an incident in which you said there was an argument between them. The police were called. Yes, when they arrested you. So she has no idea what's happened in the home since then. But you know, like as she's stated, Your Honor, she does take care of Mark. She also you said you did get a second job, right?
I had an interview, but I was security. So.
Right. What she's seeking is additional employment. I believe that the restitution on this file totaled $3,246. So really, Your Honor, we were going to request that she be given time served and the restitution sent to collections. But again, if there's some continued concern about her sobriety, she has no objections to a term of supervision or probation just to show the court that she is on the straight and narrow. Thank you.
Okay. Judge Carter put you on probation. Such a huge break. It was non-reporting. All you had to do was make payments. I recognize that probably was a time in which you were undergoing issues with the substance abuse. And so maybe it was in the best interest to, at that point, give you additional oversight to help address that. But nonetheless, this was back in 2018, and here we are in 2023. But you've not been making any payments. So that's the concern. You've not been making any payments. You've not addressed this large amount of restitution that's owed to a victim here.
Yes, I will be able to start making payments. That was the whole point. I was trying to get, now that COVID's done and everything's good and I'm starting to be able to save up a little money, that was my plan, was to turn myself in. I just didn't have the opportunity.
Okay. Okay, and so you've been engaging with the methadone clinic for how long?
Since 2018, September of 2018.
Okay, and you're receiving some other treatment, you said? Or your
I have counseling through them. I also go to counseling at the Women's Center on Michigan Avenue, and then go to AA regularly.
Okay, and how regularly is that?
Once a week at the in the Frandor, the East.
And is this via court order or you're doing
No,
this on your own?
just through me.
Okay, and so you are employed by being a caretaker, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
My interview was at the Family Dollar right there at the MLK and Willow Family Dollar, because it's right close to my house. That way I can be close in case of emergency from work.
When is your interview there?
I have to reschedule it. I missed it because I was here, but it was just for an interview for part-time work.
Okay. I'm going to adopt the recommendation of probation at this time. I'm going to sentence or continue, I should say, your probation for additional 6 months. You need to provide proof of treatment through the methadone clinic as well as your counseling.
Okay.
You're going to need to provide evidence of employment. And then you're going to have to start making payments on this restitution.
Absolutely.
So what, we have an address here on Glen Rose. Is that not the appropriate address for you?
Yep, that's where I live.
Okay. And what's your phone number?
517. I'm gonna give you a number that you can reach me at right now. I just had issues with my phone. I was supposed to be taken care of the day I came in here. All of a sudden it said no service. So I'm gonna give you a phone number that you can reach me at. It's 517-505-8827.
Okay, so I'm going to require that you contact probation within 48 hours of your release from custody, so you can get back on track with that. It looks like you're now assigned to Ms. Bayless as your probation officer, okay?
Okay.
You'll follow
And
all
that's down at
recommendations of
54A.
probation, okay?
And that's at 54A, correct?
That's correct, right in City Hall.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
I don't think so. Am I staying here or?
Unless you're being held on something else.
She's got an Eaton warrant.
You have a warrant on Eaton County is my understanding, okay?
Yes, yep.
Okay, you're all set for today.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Who's representing Ms. Jackson?
John Wick.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Demora Jackson, file number 23-00420, council appearance.
Ryan Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Samora Jackson.
Okay, Ms. Jackson, today was the date and the time that was set for pretrial. We're waiting for you to have an appointment to get your dog licensed and vaccinated. How are we proceeding, council?
Yeah, the people are gonna dismiss this case.
Okay, this case is dismissed. You're all set, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So thank you. This is the courtroom, okay?
Who's on the Samsung SMX200?
Yes, yes. Brian
Yes.
Cannon?
Brian Cannon.
Is that Ms. Donnelly?
Believe so, Judge.
Who is
What
Chris
is the
Borrego's
process?
attorney?
That's Sarah.
Brago is Sarah's,
Cannon,
Brian
Sarah.
Cannon is Sarah's.
Somebody gonna have to help Sarah out. She got a whole trial and we gotta move this docket. So Mr. Lee, we might need you to go assist her.
With Cruz, we're just gonna set. We can handle that if you're comfortable enough. If you're comfortable.
Tiana Alexander is here. This is that one.
That's mine as well.
Okay, did you need to speak with her?
No, we set that for final control too, so.
Okay, so it looks like Tiana Alexander's a final pretrial and who else?
Cruz,
Who's the final pretrial?
Yeah.
And then what about Cannon?
I
No.
don't know. I think that Sarah wants to get a compensated evaluation.
Got it, sounds good. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Cruz Borrega, file number 17-04314, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Cruz Borrego.
Thank you. Mr. Borrego, can you hear us?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, today was the date and the time that was set for a pre-trial. Council, how are we proceeding?
You know, this time I believe we're gonna set this our final jury trial, or final pre-trial and jury trial.
That would be helpful. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, final pretrial. No offer?
No offer this time.
Pretrial, June 26th at 8 AM. Jury trial, July 17th.
Final pretrial will be June 26th, in person at the court at 8 o'clock in the morning. Jury trial, July 17th, in person at the court at 8 o'clock in the morning. Do you have any questions about that? Mr. Borrego?
No, Your Honor.
Any additional matters for the record today, council?
On behalf of the people, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Borrego.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Tiana Alexander. File number is 23-01192. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Tiana Alexander.
Okay, Ms. Alexander, today's the date set for a pretrial. Council, how are we proceeding?
Yeah, we're gonna, this time we're gonna leave this at final pre-trial and jury trial. There's no offer this time.
Final pretrial, June 21st, 8 AM. Jury trial, July 17th.
Final pretrial, June 26th, 8 o'clock in the morning, in person at the court. Jury trial will be July 17th at 8 o'clock in the morning, also in person at the court. Do you have any questions about that today, Ms. Alexander?
No, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters for the record today, council?
Nothing about the people, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, Ms. Alexander.
Thank you.
No problem. Jackson. Who's representing Natalie Ott?
I do, Your Honor. I do need to speak with her in a breakout, and I also need to speak with Angus and Brown in a breakout. I do have Jimmy Bywater here.
Galaxy. Okay, who's on the Galaxy S21?
Yes, my name is Robin Bolin. I'm a support person for Brian Cannon.
Okay, thank you. You said you need this You need to speak to Candace, or you're ready on that one?
I need to speak to, I need to speak to all, Canon as well, and McFarland's.
Okay, so everybody on here is look like.
Yeah, I'll need a brief breakout without, and then, but I am ready with Mr. Bywater.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jimmy Daniel Bywater, file number 23-00388, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant, Jimmy Bywater, who is present and standing to my right.
Today was the date that was set for sentencing. I did not refer him to probation, correct?
No, you did not, Your Honor.
No, I don't have it in the file. Okay. Except for sentencing and a restitution hearing, my understanding is that we're not having a restitution hearing.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, because the victim didn't appear.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. How long has he been in custody?
He has been, you've been in Clinton County since when?
February 2nd.
Of this year.
He was arraigned February 3rd, and he was given a bond of 350, 10% for credit and time served. You're all set. Okay, and Miss Standish is downstairs. Oh, Bigelow. You can bring Standish up too. You can bring Standish up.
Starting with.
Who's on the,
Put,
who's in the federal Polycom room?
Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Fine.
That's my client, Your Honor.
You need to speak to him?
No, I actually just need to speak with Brian.
Prior to
Just an ollie.
that will be an all, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, your case is dismissed. You're all set.
Good.
Did you hear me, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're free to go. The prosecution is dismissing your case per the plea agreement.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Ms. McDuffie?
Your Honor.
Good morning. What are you here for?
I am the legal guardian for Brian Cannon.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta get rid of some of these files and stuff. On the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jessica Joe Standish, also known as Jessica Joe Weck, file number 19-03923, 19-03983, 19-04282, 19-05150, 21-00375, 21-00601. Council appearances.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of defendant Jessica Standish, who is present standing to my right.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. Today was the date and time that was set for pre-trials. Should these, I think the parties was trying to work out a global resolution. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, yes, there is a global resolution for all of Mrs. Jessica's cases here in Ingham County, that she be going to drug court. The only issue that we have to wait for, Your Honor, is that she has to be arraigned on another, there's another felony issued, older, obviously, but issued by the prosecutor's office in Mason that she needs to be arraigned on. There is a pretrial conference on May 8th in Mason, but she also, bigger issue is Livingston County she has a felony in circuit court there. It has a pretrial the first pretrial conference on May 26th.
We've also spoken to my lawyer there, and that's gonna be resolved with drug court here too.
Oh, okay, good. Okay,
Yes.
because that was what we were worried about.
They're gonna run it concurrent with drug court here.
Okay, so Your Honor, I believe, what I'll be requesting is that we could adjourn it past May 26th at least, so that we can hopefully get a drug court plea sentence time or whatever paperwork you need ready.
June 12th at 10:30.
June 12th at 10:30. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing on behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
None for defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set for today.
This won't take a
Anyone
while.
else? Oh, Driggs and Karate. So. Well, they're-
5% of them died incarcerated.
Who was the other person you were ready on?
Yeah. Your Honor, I'm ready on on.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Natalie Ott, file number 23-01156. Appearance, please.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Natalie Ott, who's appearing separately by video.
Today's the date and time that's set for a pre-trial on assault and battery. How are we proceeding?
Here, this time we'll be setting their final pretrial and jury trial. There is no.
On the pretrial, June 26th at 8 a.m.
Jury trial, July 17th. Final pretrial will be June 26th at 8 AM in person at the court. Jury trial will be July 17th at 8 o'clock in the morning, also in person at the court. Do you have any questions at this time, Ms. Ott? Okay. Bond will continue as set, as well as the no contact order. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing we have to do. Thank you, Your Honor.
No for defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're all set, ma'am.
Thank you.
Get a breakout room. Oh, I'm in the breakout room. I guess we're filing for the. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with yeah, he's definitely.
Who's the person identified as Jennifer?
Yeah, I'm Danny. This is my wife's laptop. Sorry.
Danny, do you have a full name?
Danny Simmons. Ready to write this stuff down.
McFarland. Anybody see McFarland?
He was on there. He just went to the breakout room with Sarah. I believe it's gonna be
I don't understand how we got to talk to so many people today. What happened?
Creighton though, Laveron Creighton. That one's gonna be dismissed. Those are dog licenses that'll be dismissed. I don't know if they're here yet. Creighton, CRAYT.
Okay.
10:30.
LeBron.
Yeah, those are gonna be dismissed.
Actually needs a nollie.
Oh no. What are we doing?
All right. Oh, this was the nollie for Michael Johnson. Yeah.
That's correct, guys.
Corey Goss. Did we see Corey Goss?
Not, Your Honor. Have it either.
What's that all about? With Mr. Adams and Corey.
I think this is just a letter to say that they need more time.
No.
Oh.
Where's Mr. Abbott?
Where's that? Oh.
What?
Who's the Zoom user? Sir, what's your name?
Corey Smith.
Corey, I was looking for it now. Let's see, Corey Smith. Somebody name him, please. Okay. Was Mr. Abbott notified to be here today? Okay, we find out where he is. Or if he knows where his client is, otherwise we'll. The bank for his client. Martin failed to appear for a show cause. Alicia Martin. Make sure I get Jimmy Clark failed to appear. See McComb. McComb. Okay, bitch, want McComb. Oh, jail to report to probation too. Have you seen Joshua Tanner? Which one? Aaron, I'll be pretty quickly now. Let's see. I thought I see Corey Smith. He is here. Mr. Smith, do you have an attorney?
He doesn't.
I do not.
Do we know who's representing McCombs?
Yeah.
Yours, Ms. Donnelly?
John Lee.
You failed to appear?
I have not seen him.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't report to probation either, so I'm gonna bench warrant and remand him.
Okay.
Thank you. Ms. Donnelly, who you ready on?
I just got done with Mr. McFarland, so I'm reading it.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Angus McFarland, file number 20-01512, counsel appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
An Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Angus McFarland, who is appearing separately by video.
Okay, Mr. McFarland, today is the date and time that was set for a pretrial and operating while intoxicated. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, there is a plea agreement and it's signed and being presented to the court that Mr. McFarland will plead guilty to an added count 2 of no operator's license in possession. Upon that, the state will move to dismiss count.
Let's see. Okay, Mr. McFarland, you want to accept that offer?
Yes, ma'am.
You raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. The offer is from the people is for you to plead to an added count 2 of operating without a license on person. That's a misdemeanor, maximum penalty 90 days in jail and or $100 in fines. In order to plead guilty, you would have to give up your rights to have a trial in this matter. You want to do that, sir?
Yes, I would.
So that means you're giving up your right to the presumption of innocence. You're innocent until the prosecution can prove you guilty. You have the right to have them prove you guilty by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You also have the right in this matter to question or cross-examine any of the prosecution's witnesses. You have the right in this matter to call your own witnesses or present evidence that you believe would further a defense to the charge. You understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you. You want to give up your rights at this time in order to enter to a guilty plea to operating without a license on person?
Yes.
Anybody giving any promises to you to get you to waive your rights?
No.
Any threats being made to you to get you to waive your rights?
No.
Are you currently on probation, on bond, or on parole?
No.
Okay. Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
Okay. As to the added count of operating without a license on person, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. McFarland, on March 25th of 2020, were you operating a vehicle at Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and Mount Hope Avenue in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan?
Yes.
And at that time that you were operating that vehicle, did you possess a valid license?
No.
Was your license suspended at the time?
Yes.
And do you currently have a valid license?
No.
Right, Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Thank you. Any questions from the prosecution?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Find your plea be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. This matter will be set for sentencing. June 26th at 8:30. Prior to sentencing, sir, you need to meet with our probation department, okay?
Okay.
You need to report to them no later than 10:30 on Wednesday. They're gonna prepare the court with a pre-sentence report and recommendation as to your sentencing. I think you did already undergo a substance abuse assessment. If you did not, then I'm ordering you to undergo one. So I know how to properly sentence you, okay?
Okay.
Any additional matters for the record today?
Nothing on behalf of people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing for defense, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, are you ready on Mr. Cannon?
No, I do need to see him in my breakout room.
Okay, Driggs is in custody, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Driggs is in custody, Karatni's in custody. I don't think I've seen Weiner.
And then after I'm done with Cannon, I just sent you Mr. Simmons. Oh, well, if you could, when you put in Mr. Cannon,
They're gonna do, I gotta go finish the jury instructions.
okay. Well, I have, I don't know if it's guardian is supposed to be appearing. I don't know.
She's here, Attorney McDuffie.
Yes,
She's here.
yes, okay. If you could put her in that breakout room.
Okay.
Thank you.
Corey Smith. Files here. Okay. I don't remember seeing the way that. I don't- Mr. Ring, you needed to speak with whom?
I'll speak with Mr. Smith.
Are you muted? Are you muted?
That's a great
No.
question. I don't.
I was just gonna say, because I'm admitting you right now.
Find out. I'm not going to, but so.
Okay, Mr. Simmons, 1-2.
I don't know if Matthew Fox has an attorney here.
Oh, wait, who, you needed Smith,
I
not
need Corey,
Simmons.
yeah, I need Corey Smith, and I don't know if Matthew Fox has an attorney or not. I need one to go, but-
I put Mr. Simmons in room 2. Did Mrs. Donnelly need to meet with him?
Yeah, it's not only needed.
Ms. Donnelly should meet with everybody before she comes back. Okay? Everybody.
And I don't know if Mr. Fox has an attorney.
Mr. Fox, do you have an attorney? I'm sorry? Mr. Fox, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have an attorney, sir?
I do not.
Okay, hang tight. We'll get you in the meeting room with the prosecutor when he's available, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. We're gonna put Mr. Fox in room 4. When Mr. Ring is available, you all can switch him to room 4.
Would you like me to join?
Yes, you can wait there for the prosecutor, okay?
Just joined on the Moto G5.
This is Troy Thomas.
Mr. Thomas, do you have an attorney?
I do not know. Oh man, this is at 10 o'clock.
Gotcha, I'm logging in right now.
Who's on the Galaxy S21?
Robin Bowling, I'm a support person for Brian Cannon.
She's right next to him, so she's in there.
Thank you. Ms. Donnelly, who'd you need to talk to again?
If you could put me back in the breakout room with Ms. McDuffie and Brian Cannon.
Oh, sure, okay.
We're going back to the courtroom now,
For what?
so you can talk to the judge.
Who was that called? Was that your mom that called earlier? You were talking to somebody on the phone.
Walgreens.
seated. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brian Joseph Cannon. File number is 23-01191. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of defendant Brian Cannon, who is appearing separately by video.
Today's the date and the time. Set for a pretrial. I do see Janet McDuffie. Are you present? I don't know if she's still.
I think she's gone.
She might be in another proceeding and she needs to have her appearance. Attorney McDuffie, are you there? Okay, I'll call that one when she's available.
Oh my Lord.
Okay. Are we ready on Smith?
Corey Smith?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Corey Smith. I have two files, file number 23-00421 and 422. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Okay, Mr. Smith is present today via Zoom without an attorney in his 2-dog licensing counts. How are we proceeding? Do June 12th at 10:30. June 12th at 10:30.
Thank you.
No problem. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set.
That was June 12th.
Yes, June 12th at 10:30.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Are we ready on?
Your Honor, this is Attorney McDuffie. I am present. I'm sorry. I did hear you. I'm sorry. I'm checking out of my hotel. So I am
Okay, no
present,
problem.
Your Honor.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you were present. Okay. Back on the record in the matter of Brian Cannon, the council appearances are already on the record. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, at this time, I don't believe there is an offer. We're requesting it be set for final pretrial and jury trial.
July 17th. Final pretrial to June 26th at 8 o'clock in the morning, in person at the court. Jury trials July 17th. Yes. July 17th at 8 o'clock in the morning, also in person at the court. Mr. Cannon, do you have any questions for the court today? Mr. Cannon?
Go ahead again. Nope, I don't have no questions. No.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing on behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
None for the defense. Thank you.
Okay, you're all set, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Danny Simmons in file number 22-01406. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of defendant Danny Simmons, who is appearing separately by video.
Today's the date and the time that's set for a pre-trial. I have one count of assault and battery, one disorderly disturbing the peace. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, it's my understanding there's no offer at this time. We were requesting it be set for a final pretrial and jury trial.
Final pretrial, July 10th at 8 a.m. And jury trial, July 24th at 8 a.m.
Final pretrial, July 10th at 8 o'clock in the morning, in person at the court. Jury trial will be July 24th, 8 o'clock in the morning, in person at the court. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Simmons? Mr. Simmons, can you unmute, please? You're muted.
get these dates down.
There you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can. Do you have any questions?
Yes, can you repeat those dates one more time, please, Your Honor?
Yes, the final pretrial is July 10th at 8 o'clock in the morning. You have to appear in person. The jury trial is July 24th, 8 o'clock in the morning, also in person, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Travis Lee Driggs, file number 22-00190, 22-02154, 22-02239, and 22-02154. Again, for contempt fee of 53. How are we proceeding on these? Council appearances.
Brian Ring on behalf of people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Travis Driggs, who is present and standing to my right.
How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, we will be requesting that the underlying offense as well as the P53 be set for a final pretrial and jury trial. And we would also be requesting that Mr. Driggs is being held currently remanded, I believe. I don't see any bonds for these cases. He does have warrants in Clare and Clinton County. So we'd be requesting that they be converted to a personal recognizance fund.
I can convert it to a bond. I don't know about personal recognizance because Mr. Driggs doesn't come to court. So he doesn't try to appear on his own recognizance.
Ma'am, the reason for that is that I live in Clare County. I was not able to make it down here to Lansing on that day.
There was more than one failure to appear on this file.
Is there? I didn't know.
There
I was aware
are
of that.
several failure to appears. At least 1, 2, 3 on this one.
Well, the reason for us for.
I'm not finished yet.
I'm sorry.
The other 2 you have. One, 2, at least 2 on the assaultive charges, and your ability or your residence in another county does not make me feel more comfortable that you're gonna appear if I give you a PR bond. You just told me that, you just giving me more reason why I shouldn't give you a PR bond, because you won't make arrangements.
I'm sorry.
Because you're responsible to make arrangements to make sure you get to court, okay?
I wouldn't be released today or anything like that. I would be still incarcerated. I have a felony case in Clare County I have to take care of in a misdemeanor case in Clinton County, whereas I'd still be incarcerated. I just want to start being able to get this stuff taken care of, on an orderly fashion, timely fashion. There's only reason for ask for PR bond. That's why.
You're not getting a PR bond. They can writ you while you're waiting and figure out. The same way we have to writ when we need somebody from another county. They can do the same.
Getting the paperwork at that jail seems to be almost impossible.
That's not my problem. They don't make it easy for us. I don't have to make it easy for them. If they want to see you over there, they can writ you over there. Because I'm not giving you a PR bond because you don't appear in court.
Your Honor, were there bonds set or is it
It
possible to
looks
get a
like
cash
he was
reserve?
remanded on the 2 assaulted ones. Not a rank. Okay, it was a rank of the P50 violation. Okay, what are we doing with the driving while license suspended?
Your Honor, that one, I do believe that, do you have a valid license? We'll probably have to work out an offer.
Okay, we can reset that for another pre-trial. Bond in that one. $200 personal recognizance. File number 2239 and the other file ended in 2154 need final pre-trials.
Yes, Your Honor.
July 10 at 8 a.m. for final pre-trial. That's in person at the court.
Why so far away?
Excuse me?
Why so far away?
Because we don't have any other time. We're waiting for her to wrap up so we got a jury waiting now. You think we should like setting stuff out several months out? Okay, thank you. Jury trial, July 24th. That'll be at 8 AM in person at the court. And that'll also be the date of the PA 53 violation. It's gonna be start for the same date and time. Okay, and I need to set bonds. He said he has a felony pending where?
Clare County.
Okay, he said he has to be arraigned on that, or?
No, it's a probation violation.
So it looks like your bond was previously at 2,510%. That's the one that you did not appear for back in March 2022. Trying to figure out what the bond was. I'm sorry, November 2022. It was set, you failed to appear in October 2022. You were arraigned on that bench warrant, and that bond was set by the magistrate for 2,510%. Then you failed to appear in January. Bond will be set in file number 22-02154 at 2,500 cash surety. Same with the other file, 2,500 cash surety. All other bond conditions, including a no contact order, will continue. And that's as to Vicki Johnson and it's Cynthia Wallace. You're not to have contact directly or indirectly with either, and you're not to be within 1,500 feet of wherever they are. You need to report to all of your court dates. Do you have any questions about your bonds?
Is a cash surety bond means it has to be 2,500 cash, or can I go to the bonds?
You can go to a bondsman. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing we have to do. Thank you, Your Honor.
No for defense, thank you.
Okay, you're all set, sir. Thank you. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Matthew Fox, file number 23-01065, council appearance.
Brad Ring on behalf of the people.
And Mr. Fox is present via Zoom without counsel today, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Today was the date and the time that was set for a pre-trial. I have a dog bite and 2 unlicensed dogs. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Your Honor, at this time, I believe I gave Mr. Fox a chance to speak with Mr. Lee in case he wanted to seek representation. I believe this time he's declining representation. Mr. Lee informed me that he did not have those licenses yet, so this time we asked for an adjournment to get those licenses and we'll discuss the.
Okay, Mr. Fox, you understand your right to be represented by counsel?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you still are declining a representation at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that you're being charged with count 1 of animal's dog bite. That's a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and there's a count 2 and 3 of unlicensed dog. We're gonna adjourn to allow you to get the unlicensed dog taken care of. That will not resolve your dog bite that's pending. You recognize that, correct?
I do. Is there a way to request a reduced charge? She is suing me for the dog bite.
Mr. Fox, my office will be in contact You okay?
The prosecutor will be in contact with you to discuss that, okay?
Okay.
June 12th, 10:30.
June 12th at 10:30 is your next court date, okay?
And 12th, okay.
Do you have any questions?
And if I have, I'm sorry, what was that time again, ma'am?
10:30 on June 12th.
Okay. And if they are licensed and all of that is taken care of by then, will those charges be dropped, or will there still be fines?
No, if the licenses are taken care of, we'll dismiss the licensing charges.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions
Thank you.
today, sir?
No, I do not believe so.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know if he's on the Zoom, but those are going to be dismissed. I spoke with him as well.
Okay, we're on the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Troy Thomas, file numbers 23-00808 and 809. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Mr. Thomas, you're present today without counsel. Is
That
that
is
correct?
Your Honor. Yes, that is correct.
The people are moving to dismiss both files, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Motion to dismiss is granted. Both of these files are dismissed. You're all set, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Who do we have here in custody?
Jake Man.
Is that your client? We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jacob Mann, file number 22-00198. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Jacob Mann, who was present in the courtroom.
Thank you. Today's the date set for a pre-trial. We also have a PA 53. Looks like he was arraigned on that, but I'm inclined to believe that we're not proceeding on a hearing today.
I do not have any victim present today, Your Honor.
Okay. Was there an offer on this?
There is not on it.
Yes, Your Honor. There is an offer for disorderly jostling that Mr. Mann will be accepting.
Your Honor, may I approach with the police chief and advice of rights? Sorry, was that a yes?
Oh, yes. Sure. And I have an advice of rights and the information sheet here. And then a plea sheet. It says the people are offering, sir, for you to plead to an added count 2 of disorderly jostling. That's a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines. Do you want to accept that offer today? You raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Thank you. Put your hand down. Okay, Mr. Mann, in this matter, you have the right to proceed to a trial, and you have the right to the presumption of innocence at trial. So you're innocent until the prosecution can prove you guilty. In order to accept the offer, you have to give up that right. You understand that?
I do.
Okay, so that means you're going to give up the right also to have the prosecution have to prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You're going to give up the right to confront any of their witnesses to see, hear, or question them in court. You're going to give up your right to call your own witnesses or present evidence that you believe with further defense to the charge being brought against you. You understand that? Okay, you're going to give up your right to remain silent and not have silence be used against you. That's what you want to do? Anybody making any promises to you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Any threats being made to you in exchange for your guilty plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you currently on probation, parole, or on bond?
I'm not.
Okay. So this is, you're being held just on this matter?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that a guilty plea could result in a conviction that you may need to report to your current employer?
Yes.
Now, guilty plea could also have impact on any travel or immigration status you may be seeking, such as making a visit to Canada. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now you pleading guilty to the amended charge because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
As to the added count 2 of disorderly, how do you plead, sir? I have a factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Mann, on or about November 28, 2021, were you at 1400 Georgetown Boulevard, apartment 4? Yes. That's in the city of Lansing, county of Ingham, state of Michigan, correct? Yes, sir. And at that time, were you in an argument with Trinia McCaffey? Yes. Okay. And at that time, did you poke her with a broom handle? Yes. No further questions.
Any questions?
People satisfied.
We're satisfied with the factual basis of find your plea made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Yes, July 10. July 10 at 8:30. Sentencing, you need to meet with probation, so you can get a pre-sentence report and recommendation completed. The court's going to dismiss the PA 53 at this time. You're only being held on this matter?
I don't think that's accurate, Your Honor. I think there is another matter pending for which he is being held.
Okay. Sounds good. You've been in custody since April 13th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see, I need to move this data. Because his maximum, I don't know how long he's gonna be in custody, but his maximum is 90 days. So we go a week before that. Go ahead, they can figure it out. Figure it out. Probation. We can do June 26th at 8:30. June 26th at 8:30 will be your new sentencing date, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
We'll get you a copy of your notice to appear. Do you have any questions at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing on behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense. Thank you.
These folks are gonna have to be reset because we'll be in the middle of a jury trial. Who's representing Mr. Karate?
Sarah, she's speaking with him right now.
No way. That we're supposed to speaking to people at 12 o'clock. Who's on the iPhone?
LeBron Creighton.
Okay, that matter was dismissed. You're all set, sir.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna tell you, I overslept this morning. I'm so sorry.
No problem. The prosecutor took care of it, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day. All right.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Positive the jury's here. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brett Karatny. And this is file number 22-03378. Councilman Pence.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant, Brett Karatny, who is present and standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Karatny, today was the date that we set this for a pre-trial. It looks like we adjourned this because there were new felony potential charges pending.
That is correct. Those felony charges have been issued. We've also adjourned this because Mr. Karatny has indicated to the court that he is going to hire his own attorney multiple times.
He did. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, don't believe that there is, Mr. Karatny is still trying to retain his own attorney. It's, that plan has cropped up some issues, but he is still ready to proceed with the public defenders. We're ready to proceed with him. There is one issue that I'm having my office look into on whether he needs a conflict attorney for a particular reason.
Okay.
And I'm still waiting on an answer from that. I would like it if we could set this with the preliminary exam in his other filing file, probably just have these set together from now here on out, Your Honor. So, and I believe that is set for May 11th.
May 11th at 9. Any additional matters in the record today?
I just want to clarify. So are we proceeding? Is he proceeding forward with the public defender's office, or is he still trying to hire?
Sounds like he may need a
conflict,
even if he decides to proceed with public defenders, he may need a conflict. So that will resolve that. I have no idea what that means for, is he planning to proceed with public defender's office on the felony as well?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what the issue is. Gotta see if there's gonna be need for conflict. We need to make sure the prosecutor knows beforehand so that they don't subpoena witnesses if we're gonna be requesting a conflict.
Yes.
Or time for conflict counsel to be appointed. Any additional matters?
Nothing further on behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing for defense, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set for today, Mr. Karatny. Okay, Ms. Donnelly. What happened? Why did we have to speak to everybody today?
Your Honor, there was a few that I had not gotten a hold of beforehand. I tried, but left voicemails, so I needed to talk to them. Other people, offers. I don't believe there's anyone in particular I didn't have a necessary need to talk to. Brian Cannon, I was worried about his competency on that one. I hadn't met him either.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just one of those days.
Well, the jury has to be sent to lunch at this point.
Oh, okay.
And so I told your client that he should wait before he leaves for lunch in case you need to address anything before we start this trial, because I sent jury instructions for you all to review. And we will be convening promptly at 1:00.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm ready to proceed to jury selection and trial at this time. I have no other issues.
So he can go to lunch.
Go to lunch. Yeah, be back at 1:00.
Okay. Is that was that the victim, or he needs to wait until the victim?
Oh, wait, hold on just a second until he gets on the.
Okay. That's all we have until the jury trial?